Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, Miss Dita and friends, wherever you are. We hope that all of you are safety in this pandemic situation. Today we will giving a presentation about the quality education. But first, let us introduce ourselves. My name is Frederick Baptista Saxpari, and I'm here with my friend.
My name is Stefanus William Terang Wiharono, and I'm here with my friend too.
My name is Marcelinus Yudhistira Yoga Pratama.
This presentation entitled Lessons Layer will divide it into three main parts. First, about the background information about why we choose this topic and why we develop a game called Lessons Layer. Second part is explanation about the game itself, the plot and the advantages of the games. And the third part is about the game features and how it will reach the target market, and also how the market will react to the game. So talking about the game, it's an interesting topic, right? If you noticed before, there are two parts we will talking about the game. But before we go into the interesting part of this presentation, let's look at the reality about the current condition of our education, specifically in Indonesia. We've been doing some research through the online newspaper, journal, article, and some websites, and we found a lot of problem with our education system. First, we have an article from nusadaily.com. Vice President Maruf Amin said that the quality of educational institution in Indonesia is not uniform. Now, from this article, we also can find a problem uh, about the teaching staff. Maruf Amin said that there are still 10% of teachers who are not civil servant and 6.7% of civil servant teachers who didn't have undergraduate degrees. Next, we have data from UNESCO.org on the article entitled Education and Adolescence. From this article, we can get an information that many children who do attend the school struggle to acquire even basic academic skills, and less than half of 15 years old students in Indonesia achieve minimum proficiency level in reading, and less than one third of them did so in mathematics. Adolescents are also missing out on opportunity to develop their full potential. Out of 46 million adolescents in Indonesia, nearly a quarter of 15 to 19 years old are not in education, employment, or training. Youth unemployment is around 15%. And the last, we have an article from jakartaglobe.id. The article entitled Poor Quality of Education Cast Shadow on Indonesia's Future Job Market talk about the low learning outcomes in Indonesia. Indonesia also allocated 20% of its annual state budget to education and spending more than 30 billion US dollar on school, teachers, and universities each year. But the results have been so far from satisfactory. Indonesia also has scored the lowest among its Asian peers, such as China, Malaysia, Thailand, and Vietnam, under the program for international student assessment. So based on all the data we have above, we can conclude that we have serious problem with our quality of our education. Then we have a question: why this situation happen? There are a lot of factors that cause this situation, but on this opportunity, we will focus on the factor that happen on student itself. If we cannot reach the institutional education, at least we can reach the student to help them solve their learning problem. We also make research to find out the factors that cause the student didn't perform well in school in the academic sector. We found a journal entitled "The Determinant Factor of Dropout Student at High School or Vocational School in Mataram City." For your information, this article was this journal was published on 2019, We found that many of the students didn't perform well because the lack of motivation, and some of them didn't like some certain subject. So we are trying to make them learning while playing a game. We proudly present you a lesson slayer, an educational gaming. So you may think that why we use game. Nowadays, almost everyone has a smartphone or even PC or a personal computer, and also almost everyone playing a games. A data shows that quarter game in Indonesia are in the age 16 into 24, which is in the school age. Our expectation of making this game is to make learning process is more interactive and fun, because we believe that learning must be so fun. So the target market of this game is children in the school age from the elementary till the senior high school. And also we are focused targeting the children who lazy in school but prefer to playing games. So they could in a way learn while play. So after we know about the background problem, we can move to the next section about the game itself. So Stefanus, time and place is yours.
I will explain about the plot of the game. The plot is the game mission, character, and the reward system. So first thing first, before I demo the game, I will introduce my game. So it's called Lesson Slayer, where the game is planned to be an adventure turn-based strategy games. And the games will be made to like a grinding game in general, but the difference is the way it's worked, because the game work out to answer the question first before the attacking. The question will be adjusted to the grid when the student logs into the account they played. So, okay, let's log in for the first. Let's log into the game. First, I need to enter my name and my password so I can log into the game. Then, okay, I will click OK. So this is my character. So in this user interface, we will see that this is my character name. This is my HP. This is my mana for using skill. This is the future that my friends will introduce later. So next to the game mission, so clicking the quest. This is the level. The problem, the level is also varying its level. So the difficulty, the problem will is increase as the sub level rises. For the example, at level 3, Act 1, it will any minion monster that will be appear. Then after the level 3, Act 5, there will be a boss. Maybe in this topic will be see about see things like a fish, like a well and something. But after we defeat the boss, the next level will change the topic. So the topic is becoming about an animal or the maybe a clan or anything. So the mission is to complete the level, but there will be a mission such as an event. In the character, when the player first enter the game, the player will be given the choice of classes, such as archers, swordsman, lancer, and various other classes. Then each class will have their weapon and skill that gain levels and skills too. So don't forget item from the boss from the user. So we go to the next demo. So here the appearance of the game max. So this is the boss level, because this is the 3 Act 5 is the latest level in the level 3. So we introduce the boss. The name is the boss. This is the boss HP, the boss mana. So this is the next appearance. So I need to attack this boss so we can die and gain an XP. So this is the X attack button. So this there is a 4 option about the attack button. This is the basic attack, quick slash, and there is a pounce attack, step attack. There's 4 options, but this time I want to use a quick slash. Quick slash. Before performing the attack, as I mentioned before, the quick slash will be performing after I answer the question. So the question is the Latin name of the octopus, and the answer is the octopoda. So we know it from the searching or maybe from the book. So this is the answer. So I will give okay. Then after I click OK, the notification will notify me that if my answer is correct, I will performing the attack. So the boss will decreasing the HP bar. So uh, I will explain the latest thing. It is the reward system. There is a four thing about the reward. This is the first is XP, title, item, and achievement. XP is stand for experience. XP can be obtained after completing one sub level. It's like killing this boss, killing this octopus. After affecting our character, so XP has the effect increasing of level of our character. So after we increase the level, so we can get another skill, another attack things. Then we get the item. Item is an additional means that the player gets it after killing the monster. Commonly, it's called a drop item. For the example, we got drop swords or shield that maybe can help us to fight the monster. The next is title. The title is the Hawk Rider because I get Hawk Rider because I kill a boar. So after I kill it and get the clan of boar, I write it because that I get the title of Hawk Rider. So I will explain the title in general. Title here's the title that can be pinned because yeah we can see it above the character. Then we get it after we defeating a monster or something like boss. So it is different because if we defeat the dragon, we get the Dragon Slayer title. The last thing is the achievement. The achievement is collection of titles, but cannot be will be completed or get it. So except for the example, if we collect the full item, we get achievement colored collector. So that's it for my presentation. We go to the next topic. Thank you.
Okay, on this opportunity, I will explain about the features provided in this game. Number one is guild. Guild is a feature provided in this game so that players can communicate with each other while building a solid gaming community. By creating guilds, players can complete missions or defeat with their friends in guilds. Players can join guilds through the chat feature by paying attention to the terms and rules set by each guild. Number two is chat. It is a feature provided to facilitate communication between players in this game. Players can send message or read message by players in one party. Besides, there is a direct chat feature that is used to communicate between players who have used the friends feature. Number three is storyline. This game provides a story or storylines of various types, such as historical events. The storyline is accessible to all players. This feature is used to introduce the gameplay to the player. Number four is pet. Each player can have the opportunity to have their pet. Each pet can be obtained from defeating boss or completing missions. Pet is used by players to increase the status or buffing, such as damage, agility, or health points. The types of pets provided in this game are taken by various traditional Indonesian myths such as Barongsai, Malen Kundang, Buto Ijo, or Gatot Kaca. Number five is event. Within a certain period, the game will provide a new event that all players can access. Each event has a time limit such as 5 days or 3 days. For example, this game will publish the Indonesian Proclamation Day event. In the event, players will be given several missions containing questions related to Proclamation event in Indonesia with various interesting rewards. And the last feature is friends. It is a feature used to make friends in this game. If the player has already used this feature on other players, then the player can know that his friend is offline or online and do a direct chat. Okay, we can move to the game advantage with my friends Terang.
So there's two things about the game advantage. It is the general strategy and team strategy. So I can say there is no such a strategy when we play like game like this, such as if we general is when we want to complete a higher level but get stuck and lose to the same boss, we have to return to the previous level and find level and items. So I mean, we need to grinding so we can beat the boss. However, there is a strategy that might be down in order to be. So it's called the team strategy or team strat. The strat is using class advantages as previously discussed before, where the user can play with his friend, so that in the game uh, there will be a balancing where the more our parties, the stronger the monster and the bosses are. So we need a class of composition strategy such as maybe a two warrior class and one archer, or one warrior, two warrior and one spellcaster. So the bosses kill it easily. So that's it for the game advantage. Next to the Marshall again.
Okay, now how does the target market react to this game? It has been explained before that the target market of this game is children. We have 4 point reason that children will be interested in this game. First, most children like to play mobile games. Why would I say that? Nowadays, children's play facilities are getting more and more. They are no longer spend time on traditional games, but are now shifting into digital games. According to CNN Indonesia, most children in Indonesia spend 6 hours per day playing with gadgets. In addition, according to Next Trend website, Indonesian people who play mobile game at the age of between 10 until 20 years reach 21% of 100 million people. From both of these things, we conclude that most Indonesian children like to play mobile games, so that children will be interested in playing this game. The next point is children have high curiosity. When children play this game, their curiosity will be heightened. They will be further challenged to complete all the missions and quests given by this game. This will train children's creativity in solving problems. Besides, the game also helps children in learning, improve talents and abilities, gaining new learning or knowledge, and learning to communicate. Therefore, at point 3, parents will support their children to play and learn by using this game. At the last point, I will share my story about my childhood gaming experience. When I was 11 years old, I and my friends played a game. It's an adventure game where my character is level, has character attributes, and has skills. I'm so obsessed with continuing to level up my character and have cool character attributes. Besides, I always upgrade my skills by fighting. From there, I conclude that at the time, most of the children like and obsessed with games that had a character and skill. All I want to say is that children will feel interested in playing this game because in this game players can complete set items, level up characters, play with friends, and explore maps. Okay, we move to the precaution. As a precautionary measure, this game does not use the microtransaction method. Microtransaction, or what we often hear with the term pay to win, is one way to increase the level of the game by paying. The use of microtransaction can lead to uncontrollable spending of money for the gamer. The fear is that the waste of money can become a habit of a person playing a mobile game. Okay, we guys, that's all our presentation. Thank you for the attention and see you on the next presentation. Thank you.